traitor. I know something y'all commonly think about me.
I didn't do it, man.
And neither did I. Leon did it.
I never call you a traitor to your face.
No, you did something wrong. You're the traitor. That's what we're insinuating.
I'm the traitor?
Turncoat.
You brown, man. You brown and you mumble a lot. Because in this movie, if you brown and you mumble, look, you can be on a plane or a bus. You can look at even me. If you see somebody brown skin and sitting back on, you better jump off that shit as quick as you can because they're going to blow up something.
It's funny because you do bring up something, and I hate to jump into this right away because we haven't really talked about this movie, but it brings up an issue about this movie that I really did not like.
Okay, you want to get into the movie then?
Yeah,
we can bring it up? Okay.
Yeah.
So, Traitor, of course, stars the great Don Cheadle. In fact, I mean, everybody knows he's such a great actor. They put that Negro's face on the poster. It's almost like, it looks like a wanted poster almost. Like,
yeah, that's all it is. It's just Don Cheadle going, I'm very serious about this.
Yeah, and it says Traitor. It's almost like, I swear somebody's looking for him for a reward right now.
If Corey had had his way when he first started Spill, that'd be all that would be on the front page, a big picture of him going,
yeah, Spill.
Well, Don Cheadle's face just makes for so much contrast because I love that brother. He's a great actor, but that nigga is black.
Yeah, he is so dark skinned.
Yes, he has officially surpassed Wesley Snipes as the darkest man in Hollywood.
He is so black.
Oh, that's true.
He's so dark skinned that even other black people walk past faster when they walk by him at night.
Can't see him. Yeah, John just like, hey man, put some clothes on, wear a white shirt. And we don't mind talking about that dude, man, because I hear so many white women now who's like, ooh, Don Cheadle's cute. Don Cheadle. And back when he first started, I never would have thought Don Cheadle would have been pulling women like that.
Yeah.
Hey man, you get nominated for an Oscar, things start to change for you.
Hey man, but
you make Snow Dogs.
Oh, you do not want to put Don Cheadle anywhere in some snow.
Well, you won't lose him.
Exactly. You'll spot him a mile away. Even them dogs be like, damn, that brother's a mile off, and I still see his ass. But no, white women love that dark skin, though, and Don Cheadle is becoming not only a superstar, but a sex symbol and a traitor in this movie. Like I was forcing that segue right there. I don't know.
You did, but okay, let's get back to talk about the actual movie itself.
I was tried, man. But no, so in Traitor, we have Don Cheadle. I don't even know will I spoil anything if I.
It's hard to talk about this movie without spoiling it because he's an agent. He's a double agent. He's a triple agent.
But let's just say that in the movie, at the beginning of the movie, he is an enemy of America. He is a bomber. He is Islamic. He wants to pull a jihad on anything.
Right.
That's not Islam. I mean, if there's a rat crossing the street, blow that son of a bitch up. So because, of course, he's blowing a bunch of shit up, it's only a matter of time before the CIA is after his ass.
FBI.
Well, I think, are you sure it's the FBI or is it CIA?
Yeah. No. You're talking about Guy Pearce and that other
Neil McDonough. Neil McDonough.
Is that his name?
I think
the guy with the
Ronald
weird,
McDonald
with the weird blue eyes and the crazy peroxide or white hair.
Yeah, that dude. Yeah, look for the villain in Walking Tall.
Yeah, Walking Tall.
Yeah, that guy looks crazy, man. That like he's Hitler's youth,
right?
Grown up. And that guy. Yeah, I thought they were CIA operatives.
No, they were FBI.
Are they FBI? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so he's being trailed by the FBI, Guy Pearce and his other the Hitler kid.
Yeah.
and so as it goes on, we're kind of perplexed as to what is happening with Don Cheadle's character. All we know is that at the beginning of the movie, he's busted for an act of terrorism.
Well, at the very beginning, we see his dad blown up in a car.
That's right, as a kid.
So, yeah, he's a kid. He gets to watch his dad get blown up in a car bomb. So then we immediately cut to him being old.
And he's like, I could do that.
Yeah. It was almost like seeing his dad getting blown up aged him to make him, age 35 years.
And that was a cool effect, too, because there is no cut. We see a guy get in a car. I mean, it must have been somebody on set they didn't like, or it must have been a bum that nobody missed because the dude got in the car and it blew up.
Right. So from there, we see him selling bombs and detonators to basically Al Qaeda or just some terrorist organization.
That's right.
And
he's sent to prison.
He's sent to prison.
What country is that in? It's
Yemen. They start off in Yemen.
It, yeah.
Well, that's the thing in this movie. They globetrot everywhere. They're all over the Middle East. They're all over Canada.
But he sent
the
to a
U.S.
Middle Eastern prison, and that ain't no joke right there. I mean,
that ain't no joke.
It's like it's almost like a cave with some. That prison in Planet of the Apes.
It's like that.
It's kind of like that.
Well, you know what? The funny thing is, you say that, but when they show scenes of the rest of the country, they don't look that different from the prison. I mean, it's everybody wearing those same kind of gowns and sandals, walking around in stone,
Exactly.
houses and adobe.
Only difference is you probably get medical care in prison.
Yeah, and you get the shit beat out of you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the bully's there, and they ain't playing around. I mean, basically, we're not talking about all of the Middle Eastern countries.
No, just what they show.
Because a lot of them are Americanized, but in this place, it looks like Planet of the Apes.
You're right. You're right. It does.
And Don Cheadle's in this prison.
Kept expecting to hear doo.
Filthy humans, get them. But when Don Cheadle's in his prison, he's approached by 2 FBI agents, and they're saying, "Work with us, and we can get you out of this prison because you will spend the rest of your life here, and your life will be short. And or we can pull you out, or you could work for us and help us track down other terrorists and who you've sold to." Don Cheadle's pretty much saying, "You guys are hypocrites. You attack these people, but they're just doing what they believe in. I don't have anything to say to you guys." Now, from that point on, we're confused about what he's really doing.
Well, you know what? The thing that throws us off is like, hey, it's Don Cheadle. He's one of our boys. Why is he helping them? And you follow him as he gets in, pretty chummy with the terrorists and shows them how to make bombs. And when they're like trying to get their operation together, he says, no. Let me show you how to do this.
Yeah, they make friends with him in prison, pretty much protect him from getting killed.
Yeah.
And he becomes brothers with this team of guys. When there's a jailbreak and they escape, they're saying, look, brother, you can go on your own way or you can come join our cause. Think about it. He's like, I'll join y'all. So,
yeah.
So
he's making bombs for them.
401k dental plan.
Seriously, paid vacations, the whole deal. We even give out free vouchers to Disneyland for you and your family.
Well, it's that 72 virgins clause that usually gets people.
Yeah.
They just don't read the fine print.
Yeah, well, it's obviously someone who's never actually had sex with a virgin.
Exactly.
That's a messy thing. 72 of them, somebody better get a mop.
No, I'll take 72 mildly experienced young ladies, thank you.
Yeah, I just for real. I'd just soon stay alive and get one really slutty one.
Yeah, exactly. Somebody experienced because you got to teach them and everything. But no, and so there you're right. One of the things that starts to happen in this movie is Don Cheadle is working with these people, and he's working with them very closely, as you said. Let me show you how to do this correctly. Let me show you how to actually pull off one of the biggest acts of terrorism since 9/11
without killing yourself.
Yeah, exactly. And
would be an important clause for me.
Me too.
At least not killing yourself until you, as Don Cheadle says, not unintentionally killing yourself.
Yeah.
And you want to get that right moment. You want to hit the sweet spot before you pull the trigger.
Yeah.
So I mean, and I don't want to say too much after that because the movie does take a lot of twists and turns.
It does. There's a lot of twists and turns. And I think I'm gonna head you off in what you're gonna say that it gets kind of slow in the middle. And maybe that's from all the jet setting. It's just this is what you call a slow burn thriller. I mean, it's very logical. There's a lot. It has a setup. And so you have to go with it. But I felt like it had a very satisfying payoff. And it's one of these movies, one of the few movies these days that has a surprise ending where the surprise isn't like, wow, I never thought you'd be that stupid about the ending. It's like, whoa, did not see that coming, and that was really cool. Matter of fact, I laughed out loud. I was just like, God damn.
No,
that was badass.
He ripped off his face and it was Charles Nelson Riley. Well, I can't imagine anything that would be funny as a shock ending.
Why would you spoil it for the rest of the Spill members?
I just guessed.
There it is.
You
Yeah,
suck.
I didn't see this. This movie looked way too black for me. So
Cut
after
the-
American Gangster, I was like, forget it. I'm sticking to movies that have at least one white guy in them.
Well, I'm telling you, like I said, this movie it's going to scare a lot of white people because it's not just your brown Middle Eastern looking people. They got black people doing this. They got
Which
people
is
who
bullshit.
look that you said in the movie. That brother knows better than me because they have, of course, they have people who.
This plays to the point that I was going to say that the thing I don't like about this movie is that it shows a lot of Middle Eastern people in here, and every goddamn one of them is scowling. They're always got that evil kind of looking at the corner of their eyes at people. They're always kind of mad. Everything they do is in anger. They talk even when they talk about their perspective on things, it's still almost very sinister. And I'm like, you know what? There was a way to present their side that could be more like, hey, I kind of see where they're coming from. Where I don't want them blowing me up, but well,
There
maybe.
might be a better way of expressing your political discontent. While we understand your discontent, this is probably not the best way to handle
But I'm just saying, it's shown in a very Americanized, from an American point of view.
because the guy at my convenience store is smiling all the time.
I know.
Oh, yeah, you know that as soon as you leave, that guy goes back to working on his bomb.
Yeah, lip balm,
but
setting
like-
up the little stand by the register.
Well, this is all leading to a big plot that this terrorist cell has to set off 30 bombs on 30 buses across America. And it's all about them activating sleeper agents. And they show, just like 3 of a handful of sleeper agents who are all leading very American lives, college students, and a guy working as a businessman, and another one who works at a coffee shop. And it's to play on the American fear that, like, these guys are here among us.
They're everywhere.
And they're everywhere, and we don't even recognize it. And every time I'm nice to a Muslim, he's back there making a bomb ready to blow me up. It's like, no, stop spreading that message. That's wrong to get people to work up people's paranoia like that. Because that has not happened once.